gentlemen. We understand that there are many initiatives currently going on regarding education reform. Me and Iris, and along with our group, came up with 2 initiatives. We have 6 points for discussion, which you will see develop as the presentation goes. But our core purpose is to increase FAFSA and TAFSA submission rates in the greater San Antonio area, and thereby increase financial federal aid that goes to those students. There is a direct correlation between completing and submitting a FAFSA and success in college and beyond. There's even all universities pretty much will not allow students to receive institutional aid or scholarships without first applying for a FAFSA, which many students are unaware of until it's too late and they're already in college. Next slide. Our targets, as I said, high school students in the greater San Antonio area. We have a few focus schools in the Edgewood and SAISD districts. These are schools that have 30 to 40% college interest rates. And they're also schools that have real-time readily available to monitor any of these initiatives that we will set forth.
To ensure that our goal is met, we have focused on 3 key thrusts. The first one is education. We would like to encourage and motivate students so they can understand the use of a higher education. We understand how important it is, but we need to make sure that our students understand why they must submit for the FAFSA and TAFSA applications. Next slide. We would also like to collaborate with the city and other chambers as well as private partnerships such as Toyota and CPS to ensure that there is a community engagement. There are so many incentives out there and benefits and resources already available. Why not link them together to ensure that all the resources are used without having to reinvent the wheel? Under marketing, we would like to focus on several campaigns that we would have, such as door-to-door marketing, with the emphasis that all our marketing must be bilingual to ensure that everyone does get the message.
Now, there are, of course, many challenges to any proposal or initiative. We have a few listed here. One that goes frequently under thought are language and cultural barriers. The language barrier we've, of course, addressed, as Iris did with the marketing and bilingual marketing. But there is the issue in some households where the student is not sort of allowed to do better than his parents did, or at least he feels that way. Whether that means just attaining a higher education or going away for college. These are certainly things that we need to take into account, but there are also things that we can work with the parents through some of our initiatives.
One of our initiatives is a mentorship program. The big difference in this mentorship program is that we would also mentor the parents as well, and the folders that we have the full curriculum in there. This would be called the Bilinguals program, where we would mentor students as well as parents after school. The parents would receive information on the college process and what they can expect from their children of college as well as the FAFSA application. And the students would learn skills that they would otherwise not learn on campus. Some of the benefits are exposure to mentors. Some incentives that we have is meet local celebrities, door prizes, as well as the student unity that we would have. These are some of the classes that we would have. We would break it up on the middle school versus high school level. Each one would be 6 sessions per semester. The curriculum that you would have is the pilot for the spring semester, and we would focus on one middle school, and then the high school that leads into, or the middle school that leads into that high school rather.
Our other initiative is a competition that would play off local high school rivalries, because if there's one thing about high school students, is that they love to compete with one another. It was essentially a FAFSA TAFSA awareness campaign where basically the school with the most completed FAFSAs ultimately wins. We would weigh it based on senior class levels, but it would take pretty much the entirety of the spring semester. Next slide. And of course, there are certain incentives for the winning schools. Whether those be grand prizes like the Texas Day trip or just a plaque or something. There are also school-by-school level initiatives, such as, for instance, a private company donating to a school's project graduation or a prom fund, just something that the entire school can get behind and feed off of. We'll also have some ground-level participation with FAFSA ambassadors. These are students at the school's senior level who are partnering with us directly. They're monitoring progress, they're getting the word out, and basically acting as our cheerleaders in many ways.
Recommendations for action. To ensure that everyone does get the message, there needs to be a truth in advertising and a direct marketing campaign with using the resources we already have, so we don't increase the budget that we really don't have for this program. So we would use the resources already available, such as door-to-door marketing, bill inserts, and make sure that everyone does receive the benefits and know what is available to them.
In sum, we have about 5 aspects for successful implementation. For one, the students need to receive and understand the vision that we're trying to set here. There also needs to be coordination from top to bottom in articulating what the vision is and what it takes to succeed for it. There also needs to be access to resources for the students, so that way they can actually achieve the goals. In this sense, then, the students can be motivated to complete the FAFSAs and submit them, and in turn, it creates a level of commitment, not just in getting funding for school, but also succeeding in school and post-college.